And in modern studies, we have developed a range of higher and national 5 learning videos. On the slide here, you can see what we've developed and what's available right now on West to West ClickView, with the democracy in Scotland and the UK, social inequality, world issue, limited development. So coloured in green there are the videos that are available, and coloured in green for National 5, we've got democracy in Scotland, limited development and skills videos. And then in orange, we're currently developing and they should be uploaded very soon also. The clips have the same format as the other subjects, so they tend to be around between 10 and 15 minutes, with some clips being in parts. So for example, for higher, where there's clips about a particular area for an essay, then the parts are, you will find that there'll be clips for part 1, part 2, part 3. The format of the clips are all set out with the learning intentions, the success criteria and prior knowledge, and then they move on to talk about the key areas. Now each key area kind of slide with the knowledge there would be used, for example at higher would be like a paragraph for an essay, or a particular factor for an essay, or at National 5 it would be key points that they would need for typical exam type questions. Then towards the end of the clip, there is an exam type question for the student to attempt, and then the following slides are example answers. So now what we can see here is an example of what the clip will look like. So this one is for opportunities for people to participate in a democracy at National 5. So you can see up at the top left here, the slide shows you there's plenty of information about the point, and there's relevant up-to-date examples which will also help them get marks in their SQA type questions, and all of these slides are illustrated with relevant images to help them kind of further understand the point. Then, as I say, moving on throughout the clip towards the end, you'll have the example SQA type question, which is shown down at the bottom, and all of the clips invite the student to pause the clip and have a think about what their answer to that question would be. And then the following slide or slides show possible example answers. So some suggestions of how you might use this at National 5 could be that it could be used as perhaps at the start of the lesson for pupils to watch the clip, and then you could come back and discuss, right, what are the key points that this clip is covering, what are the examples that we've got within the clip, and then you could ask the student to go on and attempt the question. Pupils could look at the example answer and try to add to it as well. So, well, there's an example answer that's suggested there, or part of an example answer that's suggested there. The student, you could then say, what else could we add to make this a better answer? Pupils could watch the video as well, and they could look at one particular point or one particular slide, and they could use the internet to try and find out more about that point, to build on it, to maybe find more examples. And they could write up a bit more about what they've found. Pupils could also try to find other examples, so from all the different points that are within the clip, they could find these examples and maybe put it into a table or something. So finally, pupils could make a table to summarise all of the points and all of the examples made throughout the clip. And moving on now, this shows you some examples from a higher video. So this one is about voting behaviour. And you can see here that the key points that this clip is covering is the media and issue voting. And there are other parts within the voting behaviour series of clips. So this one part deals with these factors, and another clip might deal with like gender or class, to help them develop a more in-depth knowledge of these key factors when answering this type of question. So you can see on these slides that it's the same format, there's plenty of knowledge there, there's examples to back it up, and there's images there to help illustrate the points. And moving on to look at, again, towards the end of the clip, you've got an example essay type question, and then there's key paragraphs that the student could have a look at for example answers. So some suggestions of how this could be used with a higher class. Similarly, ask them to watch the clip and then ask them to summarise what the key points are within the clip and what are the examples that's within the clip. You could ask the pupils to try to think of what points could be used for knowledge and what might be for analysis, and maybe ask them to come up with evaluation points too, maybe try to get them to make a table. You could also ask pupils to create a mind map showing what the clip is showing us or telling us. We could ask pupils to write down or find out about what other points the clip does not tell us that could help answer the essay question too. We could discuss with the pupils where marks are or where they could be awarded within the example answer and why would they be awarded there. And we could ask pupils to add to the example answer or provide feedback to help it get more marks. Okay. Feedback from students about these clips has been very positive. And quite a lot of them have remarked that they like that they can pause it because it means that they can go at their own pace, and they can also watch it over and over until they kind of get a better grasp of it. But if you have any further feedback, we'd love to hear about it. So if you would like to get in touch with West OS, then that'd be great. We would like to hear from you. Thank you.